Okay, well, we will stick to and honor everybody's time. We are so happy that you all could join us on this rainy Tuesday. So, my name is Jenny Jones. I am the director of the Respond program, and with me is.
I'm Heather Craig, and I'm the recruiter for the Respond program. Hello, everyone.
Yes, so we also have additional staff that are not with us tonight, and we will talk about them a little later on. But at this time, if there are any questions that you all might have that we can answer, don't be afraid to unmute yourselves and throw those questions out. If not, then we're just going to go ahead and run through our slides. And I will pay attention to the chat. Um, okay, just going to move that down. Okay. So the first thing that we like to talk about when we talk about our program, the Respond program, is we think it's important to really understand the history of this program and how it all came to be. And so Respond was an agency created in the 1990s by Howard and Vicki Denson. And the purpose of the agency was to recruit more African American and Black foster and adoptive parents for Black and African American children. The difference between the program then and the program now is that it was not a program then, it was an entire agency. And so the agency had a focus on, again, just bringing in more Black and African American children to our, I'm sorry, more Black and African American foster homes to have more Black and African American children placed with them. Ultimately, the Respond agency was discontinued due to a lack of funding. But our agency looked at this and said, what can we do different? We think it's important to have this program. How can we bring this about? And so, Missouri Representative Kimberly Ann Collins from District 77, who was also adopted through the Respond program back in the 90s, led these efforts to secure the funding we needed to restore this program and has put it in the state budget. And so in 2022, the Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition, that's the agency where the Respond program lies, was granted funding and approval from the original Respond founders to revive this program and bring it back. And so ever since 2022, the program has worked really, really hard to do more recruitment of Black and African American foster parents for Black and African American children. And we have we've helped, I want to say about 12 families get licensed to foster children, and we've had over 30 children placed in our homes. And so we have worked really, really hard to meet this need, and we're going to continue to do so for the entirety of the program. So here are the facts, and here's what we know. Right now, only 13% of local non relative foster parents identify as Black or African American, and nearly 70% of African American and Black children are placed in foster care compared to white homes, meaning 70% of children in care are Black or African American. So you can see that that is a very large disparity. And so our goal is just to meet that disparity. The other thing that we know is that Black and African American children are remaining in foster care for nearly a year longer than their white counterparts. And so, what I tell everyone is that foster care is a system. And unfortunately, like we know for most systems, they are not meant for Black and Brown children. They are not meant for Black and Brown people, which includes children as well. And so, again, we know that there is still a good chance, even through all of our recruitment efforts, that Black and African American children will still be placed in homes where nobody looks like them. No one understands what it means to really care for them. And so, our overarching goal is just to create culturally competent homes. And so, we do that by our training and our assessment piece. That way, when if there is a situation to where a non Black or African American person accepts a Black and African American child within their home, they will feel more prepared for that because of the training that they've received and because of the support that they've received through our program. So these are our past efforts. This is what we've done since we've been in business. So since June of 2022, Respond has attended a total of 56 events, with 48 of those events being targeted towards Black and African American audiences. We have worked to build partnerships with the local police, St. Louis History Museum, other museums as well, libraries, churches, and different community organizations within the greater St. Louis region. And so here is how you can support. Here are some things that you can do. What would it look like for you to foster? Well, first we have our traditional fostering program. And so what that looks like is you go through our 10-week training, and Heather's going to talk about process, so I'm not going to step too much on our toes. But you would go through our 10-week training class, you would go through our assessment piece, and then we would get you licensed, and then you would accept children in your home who are entering into the foster care system or are already in the foster care system. The next way to support is through emergency care, meaning you care for these children into your home for up to 30 days or less, and it is on an emergency basis only. The hope is after that 30 days, the team will have found a more concrete plan for that child, and they can move to a more stable living environment. Where if you were the emergency foster parent, it would only be on that emergency basis, again, to where that child is within your home with 30 days or less. Next, we have adoption, and this is where I kind of debunk a myth. You might have heard the term foster to adopt. I'm here to tell you that that is not really a thing, and it's not really a thing because the hope is that all of our children are able to go home, that they are able to be reunified with their family, with their bio parents, and if they cannot be reunified with their bio parents, that they're able to be placed with another fit and willing relative. However, we know that sometimes that is still not the case for our children, and so we do have to look at other permanent options for our kids, and that's where adoption comes into place. So you've had a child in your home, you've built a connection, you've built a bond, you want to make this child a permanent member of your family, so you choose to go the adoption route. And the last way that you can help or support is through our respite care program. And so respite care is you're providing very temporary care to children who are in foster care. So if the traditional foster parents are in need of a break or in need of reprieve, they would call on you. They would say, "Hey, I think I need a break. Can you take my children this weekend? Or we're going out of town on an adults only trip. Can you take our children?" And so I will be honest that our respite families are very important and crucial to children thriving through this foster care system, because the ability to have your child placed with a respite provider who you trust and who you know will take care of your children is something that really relieves a lot of stress for our traditional fostering parents.
Okay, so the process. Here we've just kind of outlined the way things go. So if someone says, I want to be a foster parent, what's the next step? The first step is what we call our program meeting. It is a 1 hour commitment-free Zoom meeting. At that time, Jenny and myself will have a conversation with you. We'll talk about all of the ins and outs of the foster care system, of the training process. We'll also ask you some questions, and that time is a really great time for you to ask us any questions that you have. I always tell people I'm a complete open book. I am a recruiter for the Respond program. I've been in this role for 3 years. I'm having an amazing, amazing time. But I also was a foster parent for 7 years, and I've also adopted 3 children from foster care. And so I say that to say I've been where you are. There is no question that's a silly question, and I'm really here to answer any questions that you have, any hiccups that you have, any thoughts that you have. And so we do that during our program meeting. Following that, if you say, yes, this sounds great, I want to go forward, we send you the application, you send it back in, we make sure we've done some preliminary background checks, and then we have what's called our initial home visit. At that point, your family development specialist, and those are those lovely ladies that we had in the picture during our first slide, will come and they will meet with you, and that is going to be the person who's going to walk through this journey with you. They will come, they'll assess your home, they'll talk about all of the physical aspects of the home that we need to make sure the requirements are met. So, do you have a 5 pound fire extinguisher? Do you have working smoke detectors? Do you have space for this child to actually come and reside in your home? They'll also get really, really detailed information about you. So that'll be everything that there is to know about you from birth all the way up until now. And I'm kind of skipping. So this is the initial home visit, but also encompassing our home assessment. So that's a series of about 3 to 4 visits in which we are gathering information. Within that, you will also participate in that 10-week long training that Jenny mentioned. That's our Mo Cares training. Right now, we are offering that training virtually. It is the same day of the week from 6 to 9 p.m. Believe our next training date is November 18th, and so that's on a Tuesday. So from 6 to 9 p.m., you are expected to be in class on those dates. Again, it is virtual. We do ask that your cameras are on. You definitely have to make sure that you are engaged and participating. It is a really great, great training. And then following that, once we have your home study complete, so we've done your assessment, you've done the training, we write what's called your home study. The home study is about a 20-page document that really encompasses everything about you and also highlights all of the work that you've done in order to make this next step in your journey of being a foster parent. So it will outline all of the trainings that you participated in, and all of the assessment pieces that you and your family development specialist worked on. Once we have your completed file, as we call it, you are then license ready. And so then we partner you with the license placing agency. I'm sorry, a child placing agency, an agency that will issue you your license. All right, so that we will not be the people that will be calling you to say, hey, we've got a child available. That will be your licensing agency. So once you are placed with your licensing agency, you're not done with us. We stay on and offer support. And so your family development specialist will stay with you for 2 years. They'll be checking in with you monthly, as little as much as you need it. We want to make sure that you feel really supported throughout this process. We also have an amazing support group that we offer as part of the Respond program. And all of our services at the Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition are always available to you. We're always open and available to you. Any questions about all that? I feel like I spoke on a lot of pieces, but feel free to jump in if you have any questions. Okay, I think we're good. The other thing that I really like to talk about is just some different myths and facts. And we do talk a lot about these in our program meeting, but I'll highlight a few here. So one thing that we often hear is, foster parents are just babysitters. They're just glorified babysitters. And that couldn't be further from the truth. When you are a foster parent, you're actually parenting that child. So if that child is sick, you're scheduling the doctor's appointments. You're going to pick that child up from school, right? If there's a parent teacher conference, you are the one that's going to be handling all of the educational aspects as it relates to that child and meeting with the teachers, making sure that child is on time for school and on task for school. So you're definitely not just a babysitter. Am I too old to foster? The answer is no. All of our traditional foster parents are age 21, and that age can go on up. Do I need to reside in a large home? Absolutely not. So, whether you are renting an apartment or you own a mansion with a white picket fence, everything in between is okay. We just obviously want to make sure that our children are in really safe, stable, loving homes. Do I have to be married? You do not have to be married. So, we welcome families of all different relationship styles. So you can be married, widowed, single, divorced, a part of the LGBTQ plus community. All of that is okay. And we welcome that. We are really proud about that. Thanks, Jenny. She's clicking my slides for me. So we want to show you our little animation, and it really sets to highlight some more myths and facts. So pay close attention.
Huh?
Yes, you.
Who are you?
My name is Rosie Respond. I'm here to ask you for a favor.
I'm not sure I'll be much help.
What makes you say that?
I've just been feeling so tired and helpless. It's like no matter what I do, I can't make a difference in my community. So many families need help, but I'm just one person.
Whoa, hold it right there. Help me help you.
Where are we?
Honey, we're in the community. This is where you live. And right here, thousands of children need your help.
How can I help them? Like I said, I'm just one person.
With Respond, you're never just one person. You can help in more ways than you know.
Wait, what is Respond?
Respond is a program of the Foster and Adoptive Care Coalition. It's a new, culturally competent approach to foster care. We recruit and train Black families, help them get licensed, and support them as they help Black children heal.
Wow, that sounds great. But it sounds like it takes a long time.
It only takes 4 to 6 months to become a foster parent. That pales in comparison to a lifetime of healing you can help create. And Respond is by your side through it all. After that, you're on your way to making a difference for Black children in your community.
Less than a year? I can totally do that. But I'm not married. I already have children, and I'm not sure I make enough money.
Those are all myths. Great foster parents come from all family types, income levels, educational backgrounds, and employment statuses. You can already have children in your home. You can never be too old. And you don't need to live in a gated community. These kids need your help. Someone who knows their community and culture.
Wow. Where have you been all my life, Rosie Respond? I can't wait to get started and support these kiddos.
Respond would love to have you. When you become a Respond foster parent, you're not just supporting kiddos. You're supporting the culture and community that upholds them. Studies show that having a strong, positive cultural identity leads to greater self-esteem, higher education level, better psychological adjustment, improved coping abilities, and decreased levels of loneliness and depression. Having a strong cultural identity contributes to high levels of social well-being. And on top of all that, the Coalition's programs work together to support Respond, which means they support Respond families. When you're part of the Respond family, you're part of the Coalition family.
Wow. What more could you want for children in your community? Where do I sign up?
All right. So, in addition to being a foster parent, there are other ways that you can help. So, additional ways to support. We have lots of volunteer opportunities, foster friends, birthday buddies, little wishes, really just helping to support a child in care. So, whether you want to be a birthday buddy and help provide a cake or an awesome gift for a child in care who may not receive much on their birthday, or you want to help fill a little wish. We have lots of children that say, I have a wish to go to what's a new place, Slick City, or I really would love to go to Urban Air, or I really would love to attend a camp, right? We have lots of little wishes. We have holiday little wishes that will be coming up soon, so stay tuned to our website for that. A great way to purchase some toys and items for children in care. You can become a donor, so if you have any financial contributions that you can offer, but we also take and are in great need of clothing and accessory donations. So we take men's, women's, and children's clothing. We have a store called Refresh. I'm not sure if any of you have ever shopped there, but I always say it's our upscale resale boutique because we have really amazing clothing items there. And so the community brings in donations and we are able to resell those items, and all of that money goes right back to help kids in care. Our children can also, who are in care, can also use our resource store. and where they're able to get free items of clothing a couple times a year. So our foster parents are able to call us up and say, "Hey, I just got a placement of a 6-year-old. She's not coming with much. Can you all help us out?" We say, "Absolutely." And we're able to get her some items from Resource. Partner with Respond is another really big one. Invite us to your social events, churches, organizations, your friend groups, your book club, your grandma's birthday barbecue. Jenny and I would love to come. We love, love, love being in the community and meeting and speaking with people just like you. And also, you can always host an informational session. So we are doing this one virtually, but we would be happy to come into the community in any of your workspaces and do that also. And so there's lots of different ways that you can partner. If fostering sounds great and you want to get started, amazing. Jenny and I would love to have your information and reach out about setting up a program meeting. If there are other opportunities that you want to know about, they are all located on our website, and we are also able to get those emailed out to you. So I feel like that is the end of our, oh, Jenny is talking. Jenny's gonna kind of give us a little conclusion here. That's not a full conclusion because we definitely want to hear from you all. But I just want to say thank you so much for being here. You could have been anywhere else in the world and you were here with us. So thank you for coming. This is our contact information on here along with our website. So Jenny, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so. And yes, I too just want to thank you all for spending your evening with us. We know the presentation part of this was done rather quickly. That's because we want to save as much time as we can for questions. We also would like to know if you are interested in moving forward and you would like to schedule one of those program meetings. We can definitely set that up with you tonight. We can put it on our calendars for a date in the future. So I know some of you have already set up that program meeting. So thank you, and we're excited to meet with you. But if you would like to do that, if you would like to move forward with one of those meetings, we do ask that you just come off mute, let us know, and then we will take it from there to get everybody else scheduled. If you don't have any questions or any final comments, again, we just want to thank you so much for your time. If there is anything that you need from Heather or myself, we have plenty of informational materials that you can share with your community. Again, this is our contact information with our direct phone numbers. So don't be afraid to call us. Don't hesitate. Again, we believe that this program is not only crucial to our agency, but crucial to the Black and African American community. These are our babies, and it is time that we take a stand for our babies and their families. So if there is nothing else, I will release everybody who does not have anything. If not, Heather and I are here, and we will be here until the last caller is on. So thank you so much.
Good evening. I just want to say, presentation, excellent job. You all did a wonderful job with the slides and presenting everything.
Ma'am.
I got on to see how this goes since I
Yes.
haven't been around in a minute. And
Yes.
great job. I'm
Thank
glad
you,
to see,
ma'am.
Jenny, you're still the director. That's wonderful. And it sounds like Heather is a great addition. Fantastic.
Thank
Mm-hmm.
Question: have
Yes,
you
ma'am.
all tapped into the sorority and fraternities yet? Or trying to?
First of all, I miss you. I miss you
Oh,
so
I
much.
miss you too. I miss you too. I
I'm
miss
ready
you
for you
too.
to come out of retirement and come back, but I know that that's not going to happen, but I'm ready for it.
Keep hope
Um,
alive.
Hold on one second. Jenny, do you want to stop the recording? I don't know if we wanted to keep going.
yes, we can
I
stop the
can't, it's
recording.
not
I'm
letting me
sorry.
stop it.
Yes.
No,